This is where I feed hay at this winter so far. I think I started around November or so. This is the worst part of my ground. It never grew anything, or if it did, it wasn't very tall and it took forever to come. But I fed a lot of hay here. As you can tell, today is December 29th. We had all our snow melted about. We had a nice warm up. Now we're supposed to get rain, so I'm probably going to move my cattle a little bit. It's not too bad of hay where I put it. Usually I feed all winter in the same spot, but if it warms up and rains like it says, it'll be a muddy mess. I'll show you where I'm going to feed the other hay. It doesn't look too bad. You know, some of the hay wasn't the best, so that's why there's big clops here and there. I mean, still need to cover more of the ground like here, but this corner up here always grew good grass, so I might just let them in there for just a little bit today or next couple days, depends on when I want to move them and how muddy it's going to get. I'll probably just put them in there just a little bit, then fence them off because I don't want to ruin it. Then down through here I kind of made it smaller because some of the grass is pretty good right through here. I put this fence in 2020, so you know this was always out here mowed and grass was blowing out here, so that's why it's nice and thick here. But this is how thin it was where I video where I fed hay at. I mean, it's not very good at all. I mean, up there where I was feeding hay is worse than this. So, but I never fed hay here since I had animals. I mean, even this is very short. I mean, yeah, they took it down. They like this, but like here's the rest of it. It's like super thick, but it's all summer annual. This is where I fed hay last year, and you know the grass is thick in there, but it was mostly summer annuals, and they didn't like it after it freezes. A lot of clover in there was too. Man, they loved it. But this is where I got to feed hay the second part of the winter. I'm going to. This is probably about just as bad as out there, but there's grass coming up here where I was feeding hay at. There's hardly anything that came up. I mean, I never fed hay down this area, but if you look down here, it looks nice and thick. As you can tell. And this route also was always mowed at, and grass is blowing on here, so that's why that's thicker. In this next section, so I got my round bales up on pallets so it doesn't rot. And here's my next section. I need hay. This one and that one there is probably the two best sections I have. As far as like, I haven't fed hay on here. In this section, I fed hay. As you tell, it's super thick. I mean, there was so much clover and grass in there, it's unreal. I mean, look how good it's coming up. next year or this coming year, it's going to be so thick. It's going unreal. I mean, we didn't have that much rain in August or September, but it just rained pretty much a lot of November and some in December. Then we got cold snap. Whew, it got cold. I think everybody got cold. And this area here, I fed hay last year, the first part of last year through here. See, it's nice and thick. I fed it here 2 years ago. It doesn't look that thick, but there's so much clover in here, so the grass didn't come. And I mean, it's pretty much was 90% clover, 10% grass, and I'm hoping some more clover come up. I mean, grass come up. Then this was 2020 where I fed the hay, the winter of 2020, 2021. And see how nice and thick it is? There's a lot of it there. It's kind of short right now because, you know, it didn't grow that much. Then this section here, coming up, I never fed hay in here. So it's, you know, it's not too bad, but it could have been better. Then there's this right here is, I fed some hay here last August. It was 4 bales, I think it was. And the reason I fed hay in here is because we were in a drought and I wanted all my other grass to grow. So this grass had a lot of seeds in it, and it took off pretty good. And that's pretty much, I mean, if you want to see where all that grass was, where I fed hay this winter so far, this is how it looked. This is just the edge of it, but yeah, this is how it looked. It was very bare. I mean, even the weeds weren't coming up, so I didn't even put them on there very long or anything. We still got a little snow, not much, but I can tell this looks pretty good. What I try to do is put the hay down where there's not any poop. I mean, it's not the best quality hay, but it was cheap hay though. But they're eating it. I figure if I gave them good hay first and bad hay second, they wouldn't be eating this hardly at all. It took us a few days before they start really eating it. But these are all my sheep and my cattle. They're South Poles. They should be all bred. She's the oldest. There's my more hay over there. There's our donkey. But it's nice and thick. I mean, here's a spot. I need to put more hay here, but this is how most of the ground looked like. It was pretty much bare, you know, with very short grass. I don't know why, but it was. This is Apple Pie. All our kids and our family like her hairdo because it's always nice and puffy. And here's the hay. I put it in clumps here and there. You know, sometimes we put it in, you know, garbage bags. Sometimes we carry it. Sometimes pick forks and put it where we need to go. And this is what we use. These poly braid and reels. I bought some of these, you know, because I had surgery this past summer and the kids had to do it, and these are a little bit lighter. But I definitely like the gear reel easier. You can really move fence faster. But you know, when you got younger kids, these work great. Well, have a good day. Bye.